I'm here with Jason Ziller, Director of Intel Thunderbolt Marketing, and yeah, how's everything going?
It's going great here at NAB. It's a great show, and there's lots of Thunderbolt 3 everywhere around here, especially in our community here, in front of the CalDigit booth here. So yeah, it's going really well.
Awesome, great. And we've had a long relationship with Intel as a Thunderbolt developer. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's been a long relationship with CalDigit. CalDigit was one of the early adopters of the original Thunderbolt many years ago, and then again on Thunderbolt 2, and then here we go again on Thunderbolt 3. It has already a number of products coming out, so we really appreciate and value the interaction we're having with CalDigit.
Great, awesome. Could you give us a quick rundown on Thunderbolt 3 technology and the improvements from previous generations of Thunderbolt?
Sure, yeah. Thunderbolt 3 is the third generation. It's the fastest and most versatile connection to your computer and all your media devices anywhere here in NAB. It's 40 gigabits per second, so it's twice as fast as Thunderbolt 2. And it's actually also 8 times faster than USB 3.0.
Okay.
So it is the fastest connection in that way. You can do fastest storage and any kind of data connections. And then it's also most versatile. You can do data, video, and power on a single cable. So it does DisplayPort and PCI Express. And so you can hook up, it's very good for docking stations and other things that you're, really basically the 4K or 5K workflow here at NAB, where you're hooking up high resolution displays and data devices and storage and media I/O at the same time. The other thing, by the way, that's a critical piece is we moved Thunderbolt 3 to the USB Type-C connector. That's this connector right here. So Thunderbolt 3 runs on the USBC connector, which is a small, very nice new connector, but also supports very high speed. So we're real excited about that, and we're seeing a lot of adoption in the PC space on Thunderbolt 3. A lot to do with the fact that they're already adopting the Type-C connector, and now you have all this full capability to do whatever you want and connect to everything. So.
Is Thunderbolt something that you're trying to, I guess, get on as many things as possible, or is it still going to be reserved to more premium products, like in the future, let's say with like future generations of Thunderbolt?
Yeah, good question. Obviously, the crowd here needs the premium, and the high res and high speed capabilities, but we're really looking to drive Thunderbolt 3 more mainstream as well. And so again, we're seeing a lot of PC adoption, waterfalling down to more mainstream systems, and we're working with a lot of vendors, including CalDigit, to do a lot of mainstream priced devices. So yeah, we're expecting a lot of different mainstream users, gamers, just amateur video creators, photographers, to be able to take advantage of Thunderbolt. If you're doing anything with large amounts of content, you want to have Thunderbolt.
Okay, awesome. And so with Thunderbolt 3 and modern computers, they keep getting smaller, more powerful, and just with that MacBook Pro over there that just has Thunderbolt ports, how important do you think docking peripherals such as our Thunderbolt Station 3 and the TS3 Lite are for, I guess, future workflows?
Yeah, docking stations are a very key category of device for Thunderbolt 3 systems. Both the MacBook Pros that only have Thunderbolt ports, so if you need other legacy ports, you want to connect a dock or adapters to be able to connect to those other ports. But also, just in general, including with the Macs, you're seeing thinner and lighter systems, so you're seeing fewer and fewer connectors. And even on desktop PCs, you're seeing like mini PCs that have fewer and fewer connectors. So you want the few connectors you have, you want it to be Thunderbolt so that they have the capability to be able to expand and connect to everything. And docking stations are very key to enabling that model. So yeah.
Okay. And with Thunderbolt 3, you switch from the DisplayPort connector to Type-C. What does this universal connectivity mean for the user?
It's very valuable for the user. USB has been the universal, connector for the last 20 years, and then with USB moving to the USB-C connector, That's an important step in general for universal connectivity. And then having Thunderbolt 3 run on that Type-C connector, now you have full USB connectivity, but also full display. You can connect to any display. You can connect to any Thunderbolt device, all the new innovative Thunderbolt devices that are coming out. So it really gives a one-stop shop port for users. They can connect anything, and it becomes really valuable for end users for that purpose.
Right. Yeah. And I guess one of the biggest features of Thunderbolt, I would consider, is the ability to transfer to charge devices.
Yes.
Up to 100 watts. What does this really mean for, I guess, any user and I guess even professional workflows?
Yeah, it's a great capability, and we're getting a lot of great feedback about it. The CalDigit dock here does 85-watt charging. So it's very important to be able to, especially even for the media creators here, they're out on location or in the field, they got their notebook, to be able to just not have to connect the notebook to a separate power supply and just be able to do that single cable plug-in to the dock or some other device and then be able to charge it is really valuable and really convenient as well, just in general. If you're on the road with your notebook, you come back to your desk, you plug in a single cable to your dock, and you have, you light up everything on your desktop, plus you're charging your notebook, all with a single cable plug. So it's very nice.
It's great stuff. And I guess the last question, is there anything you could tell us on the future of Thunderbolt and where the technology is heading?
I think the main thing that we want to get across now is that it is getting broad adoption in Mac and PC and across the industry with media creators, but also with gamers and even in commercial enterprise client users. So across the board, and that's really where we're focused over the next couple of years, is to really broaden the adoption. And we have some things that you'll be seeing over the next couple of years that will help to do that.
Is there anything, I guess you can tell us any secrets about Thunderbolt 4, for instance, or what crazy new stuff Thunderbolt will be able to do at that point?
Yeah, well, not at the moment, but I can just tell you that the technologists, deep at Intel are already starting to work on those things. So we'll make sure that they come at some point in the future.
Okay, well, I try to get secrets out of you, but great. Thank you so much for the time.
All right, sure thing. Thank you very much.